What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we're with full alphabet Pokemon team. Letter C. So last time I did this, I did B, and it took me like 3 years to do that. People were absolutely like roasting me, saying I'll be like 96 years old when I do like Z. So what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to do these teams once a week and see if we can get through the whole alphabet. Really hope you enjoy it. If you do want to check me out on Twitch, make sure you do this right. Do all my live streams, take all my battles, my Pokemon suites, my theme teams, all that kind of good stuff. Drop me a follow there if you haven't already. Link is in the description. Okay, today we got 2 battles, and these are really quality battles. I really hope you enjoy them. I've been really trying to get the daily content out for you too, so I hope it's been enjoyable. So we got a battle here. This one was against Logan. This one was on the Wycom. So Logan, if you ever see this battle or video, leave a comment below. So we got a interesting lead here. We got a Thwackey lead. Now my first bet here was thinking that it was going to be an Everlight set, right? So I had to pick Combi on this team. Combi's a pretty interesting Pokemon, and I thought it'd be nice to run a Hustle set. So we got Dual Wing Beat, Bug Bite, Sweet Scent, and Endeavorite. So what you do, Combi's got the Hustle ability, right? So Hustle's nice because it gives that extra boost in attack. However, it can be at the cost of missing, right? So I thought I could make use of Sweet Scent and then fire off my attacks. So I'm going to be Dynamaxing like turn 1 with the Combi. Dynamax Combi, people, only on Pipmuch channel. And look how big this bee is. Like, imagine the amount of honey you could harvest from this. I really like honey. Like, I'm going to say this right now. I like real fresh honey on toast. It tastes so good. Anyway, back to the battle. So we got the Thwackey going for a knockoff there. It's going to get rid of my Focus Sash. My EV spread on Combi was max speed and max attack and Adam Naturite. So Thwackey gets hit really hard there by the max airstream. I'm trying to bolster my speed because Combi, I mean, it's not the fastest Pokemon in the world, right? So Thwackey's going to get some health recovery back there from the grassy terrain. And it's probably going to go for like maybe another knockoff, or maybe they'll swap, right? So I thought, okay, well, I need another max airstream up to do some form of damage, right? And they're just going to go for another knockoff. So any grass move would have done donkeys to me, right? So go for another max airstream there, and that is going to tweak the Thwackey right out of the battle. I'm guessing that definitely was Everlight Thwackey because, you know, Hustle Max Airstream would do a fair bit of damage coming from a Combi. I know it's a meme, but it would actually hit fairly hard, especially being super effective too. So out comes the Togekiss. I'm on my last turn of the Dynamax here, so I thought, you know what, let's go for Max Airstream and let's see how much it does. Look at the damage that it actually did Togekiss did. That was definitely a Everlight Thwackey for sure. So getting another speed boost there, getting 3 of them now. Togekiss is going to go for the Flamethrower, and Combi is going to get dropped. But it's all good, right? I did a good amount of damage to Togekiss, and I dropped the Thwackey with the Combi. So Dynamax Combi worked really well there. So we got a little bit more grassy terrain in the field for a little bit there. I'm going to go into Chinchou now. This is a choice Scarf Chinchou. We've got Volt Switch, Thunder, Hydro Miss, and Blizzard Miss. You know what? Thunder Miss, Hydro Miss, and Blizz Miss. And Volt Switch. So we got max speed and max special attack. I've got in this one Modest Nature, just for a little bit of extra bite to its Volt Switch, right? That was probably just enough to take out Togekiss, so I was very happy about getting rid of that Pokemon, right? So Chinchou is going to be swapped back to me, and now I'm going to bring in a different Pokemon, being Caterpie. I had to do Caterpie Shiny, Caterpie Exodia, had to put it on this team. So what I did, right, is I did a mix of baby Pokemon and more fully evolved Pokemon. So out comes the Shiny Dragonite. Now at this point, right, I think I was on stream doing this. I actually was eating a pickle at this time, and then the Dragonite came out at the same time. You wouldn't read about it. So Dragonite's going to go for Dragonite. What they're going to do is they're going to set up against my Caterpie, right? I know, like, when you get all 5 pieces of Exodia, you got to set up against, right? So what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to go for the Bug Bite there. I've got a Choice Band and a Caterpie set, and that does some absolute, look at that, thumping damage. Getting rid of Multiscale was important, though. So Dragonite is going to go for yet another Dragonite here. I'm getting set up really hard. At this stage, I don't really want to swap, right, because all of my Pokemon are probably going to get decimated, right? So I thought, let's just keep bug biting as much as I can, get as much damage as Caterpie can possibly muster there, and I'm probably going to go down to 1 hit. So Dragonite is going to go through a 3rd Dragon Dance now, so clearly it's going to have a Dragon move, it's got Dragon Dance, and it's got 2 other coverage moves. So Caterpie's going to go for another Bug Bite. We're getting close to like nearly a 3rd damage done to it, and now it's going to go for a Fire Punch, so Caterpie's obviously going to go down. I don't know how they took Exodia out one shot, they must have been hacking. Alright, Right, anyway, so down goes my Caterpie, and they've also got Life Orb too. So this has got 3 Dragonettes plus Life Orb. I am in a world of pain. So we're going to go into Caracosta now. I thought I'd use Caracosta because it's a interesting fossil Pokemon. And this set is content. We got Shell Smash Water Guard, people. There's only one place you can find these memes. So Dragonite's going to go for a Thunder Punch there. It's going to take me all the way down to 1 health. I've got Weakness Policy activating, which is kind of nice there. And I can go for a Ice Beam, which is most definitely going to take Dragonite out. Now, the EVs on this Caracosta are Max Speed and Max Special Attack. And I've got Timid Nature on this one because I want to try and go as fast as possible. Now, we've also got Ancient Power on this one too. If you imagine, right, if you got the Shell Smash, the Weakness Policy, and the Ancient Power all at the same time, that would be wild. So in comes a Mamoswine. I pretty much know they're going to go for an Ice Shard here, but I don't really want to swap into any of my other Pokemon, so I'm just going to take the hit there, and Caracosta is going to be going down. But at least I got rid of the Dragonite. That was a very, very scary Pokemon. So we're going to go into Cramorant here. I had to use Cramorant. It's my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, and we've got the classic Pipnite Rocky Helmet Endure set here. We've got Endure, Surf, Hurricane, and Blizzard, right? So what I'm going to be doing, right, I've got Max Speed and Max Special Attack. I've got Timid Nature on this one, and Mamoswine's going to go for the Ice Shard here. Now, judging on the damage that did from Ice Shard, that did a lot of damage. That is definitely a choice span of Mamoswine there, and Surf is going to drop Mamoswine in one shot, which is really, really good, and I'm going to get a Pikachu in my mouth, too. So this is where my Endure strategy comes into effect, right? When Cramorant, if you want to see, like, the full sort of version of this Cramorant strategy, you can check out the epic Cramorant suite that I did very early on when Sword and Shield came out. I come up with this one, or very similar to this, right? So Milotic's going to come out here. Now, the problem that I see with Milotic, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to take this Pokemon out unless I use my Noodle, right? If I go for Endure, I'm pretty sure at this stage an Ice Beam was coming away. That's probably the best bet that Milotic would be able to take Cramorant out, right? So going for Endure, right? Now, I'm going to be able to endure this attack. Now, also, my item is Rocky Helmet. It's not going to come into effect here with Milotic, but it is good for physical attackers. So here comes the predictable Ice Beam there, and now Pikachu is going to be fired out here, and it's going to paralyze the Milotic. It is also going to do a nice little chunk of damage there. Then it sort of got me thinking, right, if I go for Hurricane, I might be able to get Parafusion, and we could go for that. It was obviously a small chance of that happening, but even if it didn't happen, I could get some nice Hurricane damage, and then maybe come in and take the Milotic out, or threaten to take it out with the Chinchou, right? So now we got the Hurricane going here. It lands, which is really nice on the Milotic. Does pretty good damage. Milotic's very, very thick, and it's not going to get paralyzed or confused, and it's going to take me out with the Ice Beam. Still a very good effort there by the Cramorant, paralyzing the Milotic. That's going to become handy and doing a good chunk of damage. So now we're going to go into Chinchou here. Chinchou is actually very handy in this battle. So there's 2 Pokemon left, right? And both of these Pokemon are weak to Electric. So I was like, I'm going to lock myself into Thunder here with a Choice Scarf, and hopefully it takes out, and hopefully it doesn't miss right. And here we go. Here's the Thunder here coming from the Chinchou there, and it's going to land on the Milotic, and that one is going to be taken out there. So very, very nice there. So they've only got 1 more Pokemon left now, and that Pokemon is Toxapex. So they haven't Dynamax yet. Now, I don't really care if they Dynamax their Toxapex or not. Like, Toxapex isn't really... I mean, it's good for stalling stuff out in Dynamax, but it can't really run its, sort of stally support set that well in Dynamax. It runs better outside of Dynamax, in my opinion. So here we go. Here's the Venoshock there. I've got Cofrix as the last Pokemon, and I thought I've always liked the design of Cofrix. It's really, really cool, and it's actually got a pretty nice shiny too. It's got the silver and it's got the pink on top. It actually really works. So here we go. We're going to Venoshocking Toxapex. I'll give it to that. That was pretty interesting there. Outside of the normal, just toxic stall set, and they've got Venoshock too. So the idea is for them to. They probably could have dropped that a little bit early on in the game. That might have helped them out a little bit more, but maybe they didn't want to swap it in with that Chinchou floating around there. So there's not a lot I could do with my Cofrix. So I've got a Trick Room, Body Press, Poltergeist, Facade set. So I've got Max Health and I've got Brave Nature, right? I want to try and boost his attack as much as possible. Now, Cofrix's attack isn't the greatest in the world there, so it's not going to be doing like loads and loads of damage. Now, I've got Body Press there, which is actually very, very powerful, more powerful than my attack stat. And I've also got that there in case I Dynamax it too for Max Knuckles. So it sort of worked really nicely. Now, the item on this one is Keyberry too. So Keyberry is going to further bolster the, the damage there of Body Press on my Cofrix and make it more bulky at the same time. So clearly here, Toxapex really can't touch me, right? But I'm not doing lots of damage to it. Now, I'm thinking here, well, Toxapex probably has Recover, right? There's there's a good chance it's got Recover. So we got the Black Sarge Recovery on the Toxapex, and I did a crit there with Poltergeist, which is really, really nice. So here comes Baneful Bunker. They've got Venoshock, Baneful Bunker, right? And they've got Toxic Spike. So is its last move Recover? Like, it's all purely based around poisoning the opponent and just like maximum store right here. Now, I really feel like they've got Recover as their last move, right? That would make sense to me. Like, judging on what I've seen, what their moveset is, Recover would work rather nicely. So go for another Poltergeist here, and they're gonna obviously, I'm gonna attack it with this Black Sludge, and it's doing pretty minimal damage there. Now I'm thinking right here. Last couple of turns, they went for Baneful Bunker, right, on the turn after this. So I thought, I believe they're going to go for that, or they're going to go for Recover. So I'm going to get a free swap in here with my Chinchou. I, however, am going to get poisoned, but I believe at this stage of the game, I should go for a Thunder Ride. So we got the Chinchou. I'm going to definitely go for Thunder here. This may draw out the Dynamax, but man, we're real well into the battle here. So, you know, we don't have too much left on the clock. So I thought, let's go for the Thunder. It's definitely going to be a 2-hit KO here. If they go for Dynamax, they won't be able to go for Recover. They can only Max Guard, and Thunder is a clear 2-hit KO. Will Toxapex take me out with a Venoshock in Dynamax? No, it won't. So going for that Thunder there, I'm guessing that's why they didn't Dynamax here. Thunder lands, and Toxapex is going to go down. What a very good battle there to start things off with there. And my team actually performed very, very well there. Chinchou was very nice there. Worked very good. Caracosta stopped that Dragonite sweep there. And we had, Cramorant being quite handy there as well. So a very, very nice battle there to start off the series. Now, the next battle, this one was also done on my Twitch here. Now, the thing about this second battle, right, is I actually didn't get to save the VOD, right? So this one's actually taken my live stream. So there might be a couple little emotes and stuff flying across the screen. This is the battle against Mammoth1 here, and he had a theme team as well. Let me know if you can guess it. It should be pretty easy to guess. So we got Caterpie stealing the Salak Berry with Bug Bite, only on Piplush Channel, and I'm going to get a Salak Berry boost there on my Caterpie. It's like, I don't think that'll be enough to outspeed Stalk still, but it was still pretty funny, right, denying Stalk off a Titan. So go for another Zen Headbutt there on my Caterpie, and that's going to take it. I had to sort of zoom the camera in there because it was sort of like little follower notifications. So if you're seeing that stuff, that's what it means, right? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the complete raw recording, but the battle's still here, and it was still a really great battle. So we're going to go for a Surf here on Cramorant. I want to take out this Stalk because it's a little bit of a danger there, and unfortunately the Surf actually doesn't take it out. So getting the little baby Barracuda in my mouth there, and I'm going to fire that one off at the Stalk, and Stalk is going to go down to the combination of the Surf and the little Arrokuda there. Obviously, that's very, very handy with Rocky Helmet against like a physical user too. So next Pokemon is Hitmonchan. Maybe you can still see the theme here. I could go for a Hurricane, which would be super effective. Or I could go for Surf and get that little Arrokuda damage there. Now I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for the Endure here. Let's see what item and, sort of strategy this is. So here we go. Here comes the Thunder Punch there. It's going to be 4 times super effective against Cramorant. I'm definitely glad that I went for that then. So they're going to get some Rocky Helmet damage against them. Now I thought, well, they're probably going to go for a Mach Punch here, right? So let's go into Cofagrigus, or even if they don't go for a Mach Punch, they may go for a fighting type move just to finish me off. And we got the Dynamax Hitmonchan here. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I did expect a Mach Punch there. That's basically the one reason why I swapped for, because I could actually, I could still save the Cramorant for later on in the game. I might be able to go for an Endure, swap it in, get some Rocky Helmet damage, then fire off a Surf, and have the Pikachu on my out, then get the further Pikachu damage and the Paralyze too. It's actually very nice. So we got the Max Knuckle there, which is a good for my Cofagrigus because it didn't take any damage at all. Here comes I'm guessing that's coming off the Thunder Punch that we saw before, the Max Lightning. Now, the next Thunder Punch, or the Max Lightning, will hurt a lot more than the first one because we got the Electric Terrain in the field, right? So I'm going to be eating my Key Berry there, which is pretty much going to make up for the fact that, the Max Lightning is now on the field. So Cofagrigus is going to be setting up the Trick Room there, and we're going to have that nice, beautiful speed control, right? What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be Dynamaxing my Cofagrigus here, and this thing's going to be very, very thick and Dynamax too, and it's going to be firing off some pretty nice attacks. Now, the only bad thing about Poltergeist, right, the attacking move, is if the opponent has consumed their item, or just if they don't have an item, it fails, right? So it's nice to use that one in Dynamax because it doesn't even matter, right? So what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to go for the Max Guard here straight off the rip, and that is Hitmonchan's last turn in Dynamax, right? So it's going to be a non-Dynamax Pokemon again. And I still have 2 more attacking moves in Dynamax, which I should be able to take Hitmonchan out, hopefully. So outspeeding in the Trick Room here, going for the Max Phantasm, and it does pretty underwhelming damage to Hitmonchan. I'm thinking, man, this is a thick Hitmonchan, really thick. So dropping its defense there, that's what I kind of went for, and we got another Thunder Punch there. It crit me too, which I was like, damn, and it paralyzed me. It crit and paralyzed me. So that's some really nice luck there. So we got the Iron Fist, and the Mummy is going to be swapping back and forth there, so that's cool. Obviously, Thunder Punch won't be doing as much. Going for that Max Phantasm on the Hitmonchan. Now, that Hitmonchan apparently was a... it was like a set like my Hitmonchan set. If you haven't seen that one before, I did it a very long time ago. It was a bulky Assault Vested Hitmonchan. It was like max health, max defense, and Assault Vest, like Power Punch, Drain Punch, Elemental Punch move, that sort of thing. A very bulky set if you can get it set up right. So in comes the Lucario. Lucario gets dropped like it's hot by the body press there. So man, that thing got absolutely wasted. And obviously the Trick Room is going to be going down there after 5 turns. Next Pokemon coming in is the Hitmonchan. So like, what's Hitmonchan going to do to me? And it's going to be, Hitmonlee. Sorry, get my Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan's mixed up. All these fighting type Pokemon. So it's going to go for Earthquake. Unfortunately, I'm so bulky just due to Cofagrigus being quite a bulky Pokemon. And the Keyberry, it does very minimal damage to me there. So we got the Hitmonlee, not Hitmonchan, eating that Citrus Berry. It's going to be going for an Earthquake here. Earthquake is not going to be able to take Cofagrigus out unless I actually got paralyzed here. However, I don't, and I'm going to go for the Facade there, which is actually boosted by the Thunder Punch paralysis I got during the Dynamax. That was really cool. Next Pokemon to come in is the Hawlucha here, right? Now, Hawlucha is going to be going for Rock Slide. I'm thinking, wait, I'm going to live that one because I got that Keyberry. I lived on 3 health there, and I get an absolute quality content Facade off there, almost doing half health, so I was pretty happy with that. Now, Hawlucha is going to go for yet another Rock Slide there, and Cofagrigus is going to go down, but that's all good. Cofagrigus did a really cool job there, and it was actually a very solid, when you look at their team, it was actually a very solid counter there too. So we're going to bring in the Cramorant here. I want to see what this is actually going to do. I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's go for Endure. Is it going to go for Rock Slide, or is it going to go for another move that actually makes contact, right? They're going to go for the Rock Slide, and I'm obviously going to be able to tank that one on 1 health. At this stage, there wasn't a lot of points keeping the Cramorant in, right? So I thought, or it's keeping it for much, so I just let it go down, and I wanted a fresh swap in for Cramorant. It pretty much already did its job there, so bye-bye Cramorant, the best Gen 8 Pokemon, in my opinion, of course. So we're going to bring in Chinchou now. I wanted a fresh swap and clean swap in for Chinchou. Then I thought, you know what, let's go for Thunder here and see how much that does. So we got the Hawlucha swapping out, and we got the Throw coming in. I really like Throw. It's a really cool Pokemon. I really like the fact that it's super bulky, but it's got very nice offense as well. Like, its bulk is very extreme there. So paralyzing the Throw there with the Thunder. Now it's going to have leftovers as the item. There is no way that my Chinchou is even going to be able to scratch the surface, right? So I've got to take that one away, and I've got to do some sort of damage here, right, with my Caracosta. So I thought, all right, people, it's time to go for that quality Shell Smash Water Gun, right? Like, it has to happen, right? I want to see how much damage it does. So we're going to bulk up here from the Throw. So I really got to watch out that this Throw doesn't become like super bulky that I can't take it out, right? So going for my first Shell Smash here, I thought maybe if they go for another bulk up, I could go for another Shell Smash. That'd be so crazy. If they go for a fighting type move, it's going to activate Weakness Policy too, so hopefully. So now Throw's going to go for a bulk up here. Man, I was really tempted to go for another Shell Smash here, but I thought, nah, I better get some form of damage off against this Throw, right? So going for the Water Gun here on my Caracosta. Water Gun is 40 base power. Look at that drop right there. Did you see that? All right, here comes a Revenge from the Throw there. It's going to take me all the way down to 1 health. That is going to kick in the Weakness Pulse here. So now I've got +4 in Special Attack coming off a thumping 40 base power Water Gun, people. The damage is going to be absolutely off the charts right now. So getting those beautiful boosts there, our Throw's going to get another round of leftovers. So I was thinking a crit from Water Gun is going to do a fair bit of damage here. I want to see if it actually gets a crit. I go for the Water Gun there, and they get paralyzed. So I'm like, that's really cool there. So what I did right is I went for another Water Gun there, did about the same damage as last time, and then I get another paralysis. Can I take Throw out with the paralysis Water Gun? This will be so good. So now we've got the Throw go for another leftover recovery. I went for another Water Gun, my third one, and it just missed the KO, and then the Throw got a rest off. Oh, man, that was like putting a carrot in front of, like, I don't know, putting a carrot in front of a horse and taking it away at the last moment. Like, the horse really wanted to eat that carrot, and then suddenly the carrot just went poof, and then it's gone. So now we're going to go for another water gun here and see if we can take this thing out. I've got like, it's a solid 4 hit KO at this stage. So Throw's going to be going for a rest sleep talk here, hoping they get rest, and they got revenge. They didn't get a classic Pip Knight rest sleep talk or sleep talk rest. So down goes my Caracosta. Things are looking real nasty at the moment, right? The only Pokemon that could possibly pull me out of the doo-doo would be Combeat, because Combeat, if you remember, does have Endeavor. So I thought, okay, it's got revenge. The only bad thing about this situation, right, other than missing dual wing beat with Hustle, is the fact that they've got a move that is 4 times resisted by Combeat, and I really want them to take me all the way down to my Focus Sash. So Throw's going to go for a Sleep Talk, and they're going to get rest there. So, okay, maybe I should use Sweet Sand here to make sure that Endeavor's going to land, and that'll help out, like, maybe with my Chinchou as well with Thunder. So going for the Sweet Sand, they're dropping the evasiveness of the Throw. They're going to go for a bulk up there. Obviously, they only have 1 fighting move, so they want to see if they can take it out in 1 shot. 3 minutes left on this amazing battle here. I need to really do some damage. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for dual wing beat and just wait for Throw to take me down to the lowest portion of health that's humanly possible, right? So go for dual wing beat there. It does pretty good damage considering, I guess, all the bulk ups that Throw's already had. And now Throw is going to go for revenge. I was like, okay, please do lots of damage. It did a lot of damage, but I don't think it did enough at this stage. So now Throw obviously is going to be taken down to 47 health there by the Endeavor. It did drop a lot of health left, but I would have loved to put it on 1 health. And here comes the second revenge, and Combeat is going to be going down. Now, Chinchou is my last Pokemon here. Now, Chinchou, I know, can take Hawlucha out with a Thunder. Whether it's going to outspeed it with a Choice Scarf, I'm not really sure, right? And whether it can even take Throw out is another thing, too. Like, that was my sort of thing I was thinking about at the moment. So go for the Thunder there on the Throw, hoping and praying that it takes out, and I think it was just enough damage to do that, and Throw is going to go down. Man, that was one heck of a bulky Pokemon. So last Pokemon there is the, there was a little rest emoji there. They were probably saying it was going to go to sleep. The Hawlucha is going to come in there. I outspeed with 59 seconds left of the battle, and Thunder is going to take the Hawlucha out. But what a crazy battle there. I really hope you enjoyed both of these. I'll be back tomorrow with some more fire content. Peace out, people.